Hello everybody and happy weekend. Welcome to my channel. If you haven't subscribed it yet, you can do it now not to miss the weekly analysis about fundamental and technical analysis of the market. Alright, we start with US 100. In US 100, we didn't have anything new. I told you that we were in a downtrend channel, and after that I have drawn these three areas as resistance for you. And at the moment of speaking, you can see the midline of this channel zone, okay, not the midline itself, but the zone can act as a support. And we had somehow, trading range, and nothing new and nothing changed about the prices for US 100 or Nasdaq. But what I can see for the next week will be, maybe the market maker is gonna try to see these zones one more time because in July we will have Federal Reserve's meeting, and they have insisted on uh, the raise of the interests, banks' interests. So if they want to move it downward, so they should make some ups first, because there are millions of investors in the world who invested, and they don't want to ruin everything. But many people said that okay, if we extend this channel, we say that we are out of this channel. Okay, I agree and disagree at the same time because the cycles. We have engulfing or spike trend, then after the channel, and finally trading range. Now we are in a trading range, I guess, and what I can see for US 100 is finally bearish. Okay, why do you think I say that? Uh, because if you take a look at the candles in a daily market or maybe a weekly market, you see that we have this part, and this part is very important part: spike, correction, spike. So it needs another spike to complete this process, in my opinion. At the same time, you can see a very good candle here, which is, in weekly candle, we have a pin bar, which shows that it is gonna move toward these zones, but you should draw the same trend line I have drawn. Take a look at the daily candles. So if US 100 wants to be uh, bullish one more time, okay? So if there is a breakout of this line, I myself would say, okay, it is bullish. It is going to be bullish completely. But otherwise, it can have reaction to these zones. And finally, as this dynamic zone, we could have the rest of the trend toward, bearish. This is what I think. All right. So at the moment of speaking, I want to update my analysis and tell you that we are in a downtrend and we have a trading range. So you can remove this because we don't have it right now. And all right, that's it. About US 100, that was my analysis, and you can draw this line for yourself as a support. Let me make it better. Now it is completely reliable. 1, 2, 3 and 4 touches. Let me change the color for you. Now it is the same color and the same size. Yes. Uh, you can update your channel like me, and in daily time frame you can see we will have some movements toward this zone, and the market maker is going to make it prepared uh, for important days of meetings in Federal Reserve. That's it. Let's go to US30. US30 had better day yesterday on Friday, and I was myself satisfied with this. All right. If you take a look at this one, I have drawn the same trend line here for US30, and you can do it now and update your chart like me. And at the moment, you can see that we are in a channel. Okay, we are in a downtrend, and we are in a, yes, in this channel, and the price is moving. I told you that US30 has a great resistance part here, and it's very strong. It's a supply zone, and you could see that in the week it moved toward this zone and it started correcting, and what you can see is the same trading range like US100, and it can have another attack to this zone, and it might want to move toward this line, but first of all this zone should be broken. If it is broken, the next one could be this zone, and the last zone could be the trend line, the dynamic trend line. So I can say that even the numbers you can write somewhere for yourself. The first resistance it can have 31,500 to 32, and the second one 33,500 to 34. These are very important, resistance. So that's it. Otherwise, if it wants to be bearish, so it can move toward this zone, which is going to be the midline of the channel one more time, about 30,000. And if there is any big changes, I will tell you in daily analysis. Okay, I can tell you about gold. What we had for gold was exactly what I told you last week. You might ask, how did you know? I know that, and according to my experience, everything happens because I see the history of market just, okay? If you take a look at the history, I can teach you now, don't worry. If you can take a look at the history of market in gold and daily time frame, you see that after this trend, which was uptrend, now we are in a trading range for about 2 years. Yeah, what we are in a trading range, you can see. And I told you that it's gonna be bearish one more time, and it can see this zone. Okay, so this zone can act as a resistance for gold, and it has many buyers here who are potential buyers, and they can buy and change the price toward these zones one more time. But if it wants to be, bearish and again, bearish mode gets activated, you can see that this zone 1660 is the next zone we have for gold, but I guess it might take long, maybe more than a week to see this zone. But anyway, we should see that before it happens. That's it. I told you everything before in my previous analysis, and I don't want to waste your time right now. I myself wait for gold for buying at this zone. It's not financial advice for anyone. What I want to do is this. 1685 is a good zone up to this zone, 1660. Okay, let me just delete this part for you, and I can extend it for you. Yeah, this zone can act as a good, support for gold. And finally, about Bitcoin, nothing new happened, but what I told you was, if you can remember, I said that I am kind of uncertain, that I told you that it might make flag pattern. My subscribers know that I said that. And at the same time, we are in this, spike correction, and we are waiting for another spike. But let me draw the channel for you, and you can update your analysis with me. Yeah, you can make it more beautiful for yourself and exact. Now, if I want to do it, it might take longer. Anyway, what I think is just this, that Bitcoin had the first impulse. This is the correction, and we will have another impulse up to this zone, 13,000. And at the moment, we have another. Let me update my analysis for you. Well, just this. I don't want to say anything else, but if you take a look at the weekly candle, I just want to show you something else. Then I finish my analysis here. Okay, take a look at the weekly. So, in weekly analysis, you see that we have a pin bar like US100, okay? So this is a good sign, for especially for those who are fan of Bitcoin to hold and whatever. It shows that it's gonna be bullish, okay? But this bullish shouldn't deceive you, because we are still in a downtrend. You can draw the same, line I have drawn for you. Then if it wants to get, bullish one more time, it can see maybe 20, I don't know, 26, 27 maybe. And it cannot see 30 because we have very strong, resistance this part, and it won't see this part, but after that it might move toward the zones I have told you. But we should wait to see, because the weekly candle is gonna be completed on Sunday night. Yes, Sunday night. and maybe for Monday we can decide based on this candle. But what I think for Bitcoin is something, we have bearish and nothing new in my opinion. At the moment of speaking, you can trade like this if you want to trade on the weekend, okay? Buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, and take your profit. That's it. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and send and share this video with your friends, and ask them to subscribe my channel to provide a positive energy for me that I record more analysis for you. Have a great time.